related to the zebra, but they're actually the closest related animal to the giraffe. They have the same shaped head as the giraffe, and the same long, prehensile tongue that they can use to lick their eyeballs or to clean their ears out, or just to grab the vegetation they want off the trees or the bushes. They're one of the rarest animals on Earth, found only in the most dense rainforest of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Over on our left, all the way up there by the wall, you can see a white rhino munching on some grass. Black rhino are solitary. They weigh in at around 3,000 pounds apiece. They have a prehensile upper lip. So that upper lip is pointed, kind of hooked. They can use it to pull leaves off the trees, and not every rhino can do that. Also, one of only 5,000 black rhino remaining in the world today. They're approached to near extinction for their horns, because many people think that rhino horn has medicinal properties. But it doesn't. It's made out of keratin, the exact same thing that your hair and fingernails and toenails are made out of. So not all that exciting, especially the rhino we harvest up than we grow ourselves. Over on our left, you can see some bongos. Bongos are the ghosts of the forest. That's why they can be up with their horns angled backward. And the tame antelope there with no horns, with the really big baby Yoda ears, are the greater kudu. They're the second largest antelope. The males would have 6-foot-long spiral horns. Girls will even safety in numbers instead. Now the bongo and many of the other animals in Central Africa's rainforest are critically endangered right now because of mining for mineral coltan. Found right in Central Africa, and it's used in anything you plug into charge. So keep that in mind. Make sure we recycle our old electronics so they don't work, and you're going to save lots of animal lives whenever you do so. Now here we are on the Safi River, and we want to look for shadows under the water. The closer we might find hippo. The tricky part about finding hippo is they can't swim. So they're always touching the bottom of the river. Oh, here's one right on our left. They resurface around every 5 to 8 minutes for a breath.
There he is.
They typically stay in the water during the day where it's nice and cool. They come out at night to forage on the shore. They'll travel usually around 6 miles in the middle of the night, eating all the grass that they can find. They're herbivores. They don't eat meat, but don't let that fool you either. They have some powerful jaws and long teeth that are just for defense. They could be one of the deadliest animals in Africa when they want to be. Also on my left here, the pink Bag Pelican. They're one of the smaller pelican species with a 7 to 9 foot wingspan. Males will impress the females by bringing her sticks to show that he can provide a nest and a home for them. And despite being one of the heavier flying birds, pelicans can fly 24 hours non-stop and cover distances of up to 300 miles. And speaking of powerful jaws, keep an extra tight grip on your belongings here. We are in crocodile territory. Crocodiles have the most powerful jaws in the world, and they can be about as long as a giraffe and tall. These are the Nile crocodile. They average around 14 feet long. And notice they are relaxing right now. The same temperature as the environment around them. So whenever you find somewhere comfortable to sit, please stay there for as long as they can. Now they can be quite gentle with those powerful jaws. Some other crocodiles will roll their babies' eggs around in their mouths to help them hatch. And the mothers and fathers will carry those babies from place to place as well to help them stay safe from other predators. So, crocodiles actually make very good parents, which is not something we get to say about too many reptiles. Our tree cover is opening up here, which means we're approaching the savanna. The savanna is a very delicate ecosystem, and all the animals work together to help maintain this ecosystem. Elephants bulldoze through the trees, knocking them over for food or for fun, which helps make sure the trees aren't too densely populated and that stays the savanna and doesn't turn into a forest. Giraffe will prune the underside of the tree, which to the right degree is going to encourage that tree to sprout new growth and make it stronger. The antelope works together to mow the grasses, so everyone has a job to do to keep this place healthy and balanced and functioning for everyone who belongs here. Off to our right, you can start to see some giraffes, and we will get a little bit closer here in a minute. But giraffes are the tallest land animals. They are the easiest ones to spot from a distance. They're 15 to 18 feet tall as adults and about 6 feet tall as newborns. So even the shortest giraffe in the whole world is taller than I'll ever be. And they're going to use those long necks to reach the trees and to keep an eye out over the savanna. They like to know what's going on and where the predators are. throughout the year. Never know who you're gonna find or where they're gonna be. In fact, these animals migrate a lot. Some of them migrate really, really far. The wildebeest are gonna migrate about 1,000 miles each year. We're gonna see those guys here shortly. And they're migrating to find water. They're looking for anywhere that still has enough green grass to eat, water to drink, resources to support those large animals. Giraffe, fortunately, don't have to drink too much water. They get most of the nutrition they need just from the plants that they eat. They're going to be using those long necks to reach the trees, also their 16-inch long tongues to grab what they want. And they have prehensile lips too, so they can move their lips around, especially around the thornier trees, to make sure they're not getting poked in the face. And when they do that, they're actually going to get a lot of the pollen stuck on their noses. So giraffe are one of the world's largest pollinators, helping to pollinate the trees that they eat from, helping them to grow. They're doing the same job that a bee would do, just a little bit less on purpose. On this reserve, they're Maasai giraffes. They're found in eastern Africa. They're known for having the more jagged edges of their snouts, and the fact that their snouts go all the way down through their hooves. Off to our right, we're going to see several more animals. Those small antelopes with the black stripes on the side are going to be the springboks. And we'll get up here to them in just a minute because there's a giraffe in our path. This is what we call a traffic jam, but you know the animals here are all wild and they get the right of way. So we move when they choose to. But